For this next game, we're going to show you Octagon Blast. And we have Ben Rothwell and Alexei Arlovski in this match. Arlovski just won the championship at the 5-minute mark. He got him to submit in the first round. Most of these MMA matches only go 1 or 2 rounds. So we're just going to get right into it. First roll is a 9. So when we go to a 9, we're going to go toe-to-toe. So what happens on toe-to-toe is I'm going to roll a dice, and whatever I roll is how many strikes each fighter is going to get. Rothwell will be black, Arlovski will be white. Rothwell delivers 6 shots, and Arlovski delivers 1. Second minute, we roll an 8, and the decider die is blank. So we roll an 8. What we do is it's a double blast. We're going to check for 2 traits. The red die will show us the traits. The first one is grapple. The second one will be KO. So if we take a look on the cards, Arlovski has a grapple but not a KO. And Rothwell has a KO and a grapple. So Rothwell is in control. And he will throw the 2 punches. He rolls a 3 and a 6. So a D3 will give him 3 strikes. A D6 will give him 6 strikes. So he gets off to a great start with 9 strikes. And he now has a big lead on Arlovski. Next roll is a 4. And the decider die is blank. For 4, we're going to go to a submission check. And the control die is a 6. So we're looking for defense. And Arlovski has defense, so he is going to have a chance to submit Rothwell if he has a submission circle. And if you take a look, he does have the submission circle. So if he rolls a 1, he has submitted Rothwell. Rothwell does not have a defense square, so he cannot stop it. So if this is a 1, this fight is over. Rothwell rolls a 6, so he does not submit him. So he'll give a shot on his fight chart. And he rolls a 5, and a D5 would give him 4 strikes. So he picks up 4 strikes in the third dice roll of the match. There's going to be 15 rolls, so every 20 seconds. Next one. We're going to roll a 9. And 9, again, is we're going to go toe-to-toe. So black dice for Rothwell and white dice for Arlovski. Rothwell delivers 4 strikes. He's now up to 19 as we keep track. And 5 for Arlovski. He's struck Rothwell 10 times so far in this fight. Next one, again, is a 9. Again, we're going to go toe-to-toe. So we will re-roll for each fighter. 1 for each. So 1 for Rothwell, he's up to 20, and 11 for Arlovski. And my coffee is ready. Thank you, coffee machine. Next roll is a 7. So a 7 is a lull. Fighter is feeling themselves out for 60 seconds, delivers 2 strikes, and we're going to take up 3 time sequences. So 3 time sequences I'm going to check off on my score sheet. And we are now into roll number 9, which is the 3-minute mark of the first round. We're going to roll a 2. For a 2, we're going to go to the unusual events chart. So I'll just bring that up. See if it'll fit in here. And for the unusual events, we're going to roll 2 dice, read black first, then white. So it's going to be a 26. And if you go to 26, it reads, fans chanting and getting behind the underdog fighter, which inspires him. Increase by 1 the amount of KO arrows he has. So for Rothwell, we're going to increase his KO arrows for this particular match up to 2. So he now has 2 KO arrows. Maybe I'll put a little marker down so I can remember. So So he now has 2 KO errors. Next roll. It's all straight. Is an 8. And at 8, we're getting a lot of 8s. We're going to a double blast. So we're going to take 2 traits. The first trait is defense. Second trait is going to be grapple. If you look at our fighters, Arlovski has defense and grapple. Rothwell only has grapple. So the double blast is going to go to Arlovski, a 5 and a 6. That's a 4 and a 5. He delivers 9 strikes as he starts to come on. And this fight really starts to even out. Next roll is a 10. And for 10, we're going to go to the grapple chart. So I will just go up here to the grapple chart, if we can see that. And for the grapple chart, I forgot to check for control. Control was 5 submission, and Rothwell is the only one with submission. So Rothwell is on top on the grapple chart. And we're going to roll an 8. 8 says knees and elbows. Fighter in control on top hammers with 4 strong strikes, knees and elbows. If he has a grapple quality, which he does, 3 if he does not. If fatigue at the bottom, the wrestler is 0-1, continue to grapple and roll again. So if we take a look at the fighters, we see that Rothwell does have the grapple chart. So he's going to get 4 strikes for that. And fatigue is a 2 for Arlovski. So we will go back to the Octagon Blast chart. Next roll is an 11. Again, we're going to go to the grapple chart. And control, number 4, is the grapple quality. And they both have the grapple quality. So what you do if they both have the grapple quality is you're going to go to the control table. The first thing we need to do, though, is Rothwell has a decided eye for speed, and Arlovski has a decided eye for roundhouse. So we have to figure that out. We'll do Rothwell first. He does not get credit for his speed, and Arlovski does not get credit for his roundhouse. If it would have been a dot, he would have got credit for the trait. Since they both came up blank, they both don't get them. So on the control chart, this is what we do. Count the traits. Rothwell has 1, 2, 3, 4. This one does not count. 1, 2, 3. So it's 4, 3 for the favorite. So the favorite is here, 4. You go across to 3. So the favorite is in control on a roll of 3 to 7. I roll a 4. So the favorite is in control. So Rothwell is in control as we go to the grapple chart. And let me try the grapple chart like this time. So we go to the grapple chart and we roll a 5. And it says submission. Fighter in control on top tries a submission move. If he has a submission O circle, which Rothwell does have, roll a d6. 1 wins the match with submission. 2 to 6 is no tap out. Fighters to their feet, score 3 points for the fighter in control. So I rolled the red dice with this just to save rolls. Maybe not as dramatic, but it's a no tap out, which means he's going to score 3 strikes for the fighter in control. So Rothwell will get 3, and we go on to the next roll in this fight. Hopefully you're starting to understand the game a little bit. Get usual events out of the way. And next roll, we are on roll number 12 of the first round is an 11. An 11, again, we're going to the grapple chart. And who's got the grapple quality? They both do. So again, we need to see who is in control on the control chart. And Rothwell for his speed, decided he does get credit. He gets the dot, so he will have it. Rothwell will have 5. Arlovski for his roundhouse, he does not have it. So it's 5 to 3 as we go to the control chart. 5 to 3, favorite is always on the left-hand side. So 5 and 3 down below. So the favorite is control on 4 to 8. And it's a 5. So the favorite is control. So Rothwell is in control on the grapple chart. Just put it down. And I rolled an 8. Knees and elbows. Fighter in control on top. Hammers with 4 strong strikes. Knees and elbows. If he has a grapple quality, and Rothwell does. 3 if he does not. If fatigue at the bottom of the card is 0-1, continue to grapple and roll again. So if the fatigue of Arlovski was a 0 or 1, we'd keep rolling on this chart. But since Arlovski's fatigue is a 2, that is the end of it. So 4 strikes because Rothwell has the grapple quality. And go to the next particular roll. Is an 8. We're going to the double blast. First roll is a 4, and that is a grapple quality, which they both have. And the second quality is a 1, which is a KO. And Rothwell is in control. He's got both those qualities. There's a roll, a 2 and a 3, so he will deliver 5 strikes. He's up to 32 strikes for this round. And we have 2 timing sequences left. Number 8, again, another one. Oh my. First one is submission. Second trait is a 3, which is a roundhouse. So decide or die on Arlovski. And so roundhouse and submission. Oh, Rothwell has both. So Rothwell is in control again. We roll 6 and a 3. So that will be 9 strikes. He's really coming on in this round. He's up to 41 strikes in this round. And final is a 9 to go toe-to-toe. So Arlovski really needs to roll a 6 to get back into this fight. Black is going to be Rothwell. They each deliver 3. And if we take a look at the scoring, we're going to go to the judges' cards right now. So on the scoring at the end of the fight, you can see Arlovski has 44 strikes. And, Arlovski has 29. And Rothwell has 44. So Rothwell is 15 ahead. So what we do is we're going to go to the judges' chart. Maybe I'll bring this over just a little bit so you can see the judges' chart. And on the judges' chart, if you're up by 15 on the game, I change this to white because it's hard to see. So I'm going to re-roll the die. 3 to 10, it's going to be scored 10-9 for Rothwell. And if I roll a 2, 11, or 12, it's going to be scored 10-8 for Rothwell. So judge number 1 is a 5. He will score it 10-9. Judge number 2 will score it 10-8 because I rolled a 2. Judge number 3 will score it 10-9. So round number 1 goes to Rothwell with a decidedly strong round. Even though he lost the previous fight, I played this just before, and it was very, very even. And in the very last time sequence, Arlovski won on a submission. So that is Octagon Blast. Hope you enjoyed it.